Hey there, toy collector friends and Bat fans alike. Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Triple TC, that is the time-travelling toy collector, and today we are looking at another entry into the Batman Automobilia collection, which up until this point has looked at a range of Batmobiles and Bat vehicles. This is a somewhat diverging episode of this playlist. In so much as we're not looking at a Bat vehicle, we're looking at a Rogues Gallery vehicle. This is the Mothman-mobile from Batman issue 63, as produced as part of the collection. So we'll get it up and get it in hand. And much like the rest of the range, we do have a standard case formation. We've got the base, the illustrated base and the illustrated lenticular backdrop, which we will take a look at in a second. But this is, again, really, really interesting. And it's one of those things where, and this is something that I think we sort of see and hear commonly mentioned, rightly or wrongly. It reminds me of some sort of sweetie. I don't know what it is, but it's some sort of like confectionery. I'm not sure what, but that's what it reminds me of looking at it. But there's a bit of a trope, and I feel sure some of you will be aware of this trope. I'll just try and get this a bit more central. That villains tend to have some of the best stuff. Now, obviously in Batman lore, that's not quite accurate, and Batman tends to have all the cool gadgets and cool cars and cool bat boats and aircraft and helicopters and whatever else, whereas the villains just tend not to have. But there are some really cool villain vehicles. And thankfully, the range did touch on them. And I've mentioned it a few times up till now, that there are a few really strange, but nevertheless really fascinating vehicles in this collection that I've got that are villain orientated. Okay, so this is the first one we're looking at, and it's not for any particular reason other than I just think it looks so ridiculous. That I thought, well, why not? If we're going to go in, there are other things. There's a couple of Penguin vehicles. There's some Joker stuff. They're coming. I'm doing everything that we've got in the range, so you're going to see it. But I just thought I'd start with this because it's just multicolour mayhem, and it is the Mothman. So I'm going to take the plastic case off, which means the first thing we'll be doing is taking a look at the lenticular backdrop. And as mentioned, this is from the Batman cartoon. I don't know if Mothman ever turned up in the 60s TV series or not. Now, at first glance, I thought this might be the Batcave, but I don't think it is, because there we can see the villainous Mothman there, either trying to, well, I mean, he looks like he's about to bang his head on the wall, which is not a sensible manoeuvre. But I don't know whether he's supposed to be coming in from this door or exiting this door, but he's got this sort of underground cavern where it looks like he's got lots of files or things in cases, a sort of the moth computer. I don't know what I'm looking at, to be perfectly honest with you. And you can see the lenticularness of it does give us a little bit of movement and depth. It's more prevalent, again, if it was slightly arced inwards, because then at least the stalagmites at the front and the stalactites at the sort of to the background of the shot do look a little bit, they're given a bit more depth of vision there. You can almost see here, for example, when I'm on the right hand side, if I move it, it does actually look like you can see behind the stalagmite, and see that the base of the computer. So it does work. This depth of effect business does work. And again, here you can see it looks like, you know, where that purplish light source is. You can see that stalagmite is there. And I'm getting them the right way around, because I always remember the rhyme that stalagmites might one day reach the ceiling, and stalactites cling tightly to the ceiling. And that was something I was taught when I was a kid. I've always remembered it. I hope to goodness it's right, otherwise I look like a right plonker. Anyway, let's get a look at this Mothman-mobile. And just while we're doing that, it would be great if you could drop a like to the video. It would be super great if you could subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps me get to my next subscriber milestone, which would be immense. And if you're in the market for a free membership to my Patreon, you can check out my Patreon as well. The link's in the description below. As I say, it's completely free to join. There is a paid tier, but it's very cheap, but you don't have to join that. You can join the free tier. And again, support the channel that way. That would be amazing. And there is some exclusive stuff over on that for you to see. Anyway, let's take a look at this one. So there's the front of the Mothman Mothmobile, and I love that there's even antenna. I mean, it's just madness. It's just complete madness, but I love it. You've got translucent plastic for the headlights, and you've got nice silver chrome plastic for the bumper. We'll carry along down the side. We've got this. It's so long. This very lengthy green chassis. And it has some detailing on the side, but nothing that really sort of, to me anyway, means anything. The back wheels, a bit like a sedan, the back wheels are sort of concealed there, but you can see the front wheels with their hubcaps, etc. Like all of the models, it is screwed into place, so it won't be falling off or causing us any trouble in that respect. And you can see that sort of multicoloured upper portion that surrounds the driver's cockpit area. We'll look at the top in more detail in a second. We'll come around to the back. Here we can see we've got, I would say, metallically chrome painted brake lights. They're certainly not plastic. They're not translucent plastic, at least. They are metallically painted, as is the chrome rear bumper. As we move along to this side, you can see that it pretty much exactly duplicates the other side of the Mothmobile. Taking a look from the top, which we shall in a second, we can see that the base is painted, or printed rather, very much in line with the backdrop. You can see how it matches up, or well, matches up-ish. It's not the best match-up, to be fair. We've seen much better. But I'm assuming it's just an extension of the comic design. And again, it does have that sort of nice, almost dot matrix quality to the print work there, to make it feel like it is a panel in a comic book. So here we go, top views. So as we go along the top of it, the first thing we can see is this, what presumably is where the engine is based. And it has these wonderful individual pipes that are going in there. They are molded as individual pipes, which is a really nice touch. It's not just a single piece with them part of it. There is space between them. You can see where they've been clipped in. Slightly less great, but it's not overly noticeable unless you're studying it like this, almost forensically. It's got these vents there, which presumably act as coolants for the engine. But it's just such a lovely design. I think the colours are absolutely stand out, really. Then we've got the cockpit here, and we can see inside we've got the steering wheel, and we've got a few you're not hearing things, that is a siren. Something's going on. They're just whizzing past, so yeah, don't adjust your sets. It's not you, it's happening outside. You can see some detailing there on the dashboard, some dials, etc. Very limited molded in detail. Clearly the villains aren't going to get the sort of paintwork that Batman's stuff does get. And there's also, you know, a nice comfy seat. So Mothman isn't anticipating having, you know, Chrysalis Kid or somebody somebody with him. That's all you get is the single seat. I don't know if Chrysalis Kid is a thing. It should be. If anyone comes up, sorry, Chrysalis Kid is mine now. Patented. Trademarked even. I love this it's not I said at the beginning it looks like a confectionery. I've just realised what it is. It's either a tube of fruit pastels or it's a lollipop. I can't remember what the lollipop is called, but it's these different colours and you suck it. So there you go. But this, yeah, so I love that. I mean, there's nothing else to be seen. It's just this range of colours. So in terms of Mothman, I don't know anything about the character Mothman. And I feel better for not knowing. Because I think anything that would destroy the mystique of it would be disappointing for me. But from a psychological perspective, this is his crime car. Okay, so it doesn't exactly blend in to the surroundings, does it? This is designed to stand out. So if I was doing a profile on Mothman, he has some kind of inferiority complex. He wants to be noticed. He wants to stand out from the crowd. Does he want to be caught? Maybe. Maybe he wants to be caught for the recognition of his achievements. I suspect strongly he didn't get many of those achievements recognised as a child, despite his artistic and creative endeavours. I'm saying that because his choice of colours here suggests creative and artistic endeavours. But yeah, I don't know how accurate that is, but that's just what this vehicle says to me. It just says that to me. I may be way off. If you know anything about Mothman, then to save me, as I say, Googling it and looking him up, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know how random my pseudo psychological profiling plays out against his actual character. So if you're a Mothman fan, let me know in the comments down below. That is the Mothmobile. If there are any other villainous vehicles that you know are in the range and you want me to sort of up the game of and bring to the fore, then please let me know, and I will happily shuffle my schedule around in terms of what I'm reviewing and looking at to accommodate your requests around that. So just drop me a message in the comments. I will see it. Similarly, if you do choose to subscribe to the channel, if you're somebody that doesn't currently, let me know in the comments as well, and I'll come and say thank you, because I appreciate you don't have to do that, and it's really helpful and supportive when people do, and I'm always extremely grateful. And I mean that genuinely. It's just a hobby for me. I don't make it's not an income source. I mentioned that there's a paid tier in Patreon. Anything from that, I think it's the lowest that they would let me charge, but purely because I don't want to use it to try and extort anything from people. I'm not saying other people do, but it's really just as by way of it. If people are enjoying what they're watching and they want to watch more of it, then some of this stuff that I don't currently have, but I'd love to have, it's not cheap. So so it's useful if there's just an additional contribution towards some of those costs. Or check out my my Amazon wish list, my time traveling toy collector Amazon wish list, because that's there as well. If you're feeling really generous. I'm joking. I'm not joking, but I'd have no expectations. Don't worry about that. But yes, so this was the Mothmobile. It is so quirky. It is so nonsensical. And now I'm saying that about the Chrysalis Kid. It almost has a Chrysalis style to the main. I know it's got the Mothman head, but unless these actually open out into wings, which I don't get a sense that they would have done, it's almost like a multicoloured chrysalis in the middle. So again, is he waiting for his opportunity to emerge as something else? I don't know. I'd love to find out. But yeah, that was my Rogues Gallery Criminal Psychology 101 TED Talk. So, I'd love to hear what you think. Anyway, thank you so much for spending the last 14 or so minutes with me looking at this particular entry into the Batman Automobile collection. It's our first foray into villainous vehicles, and I just thought this is an eye-catching no-brainer. So I thought I have to start my first villainous vehicle with this one. There will be more to come in the following weeks and months. But if you want me to escalate one to the top of that list, let me know. Same with the Bat vehicles as well. If there's something you want me to bring to the fore, just let me know, and I'm happy to shuffle my schedule for those people who are happy to follow the channel. Anyway, you take care. I very much look forward to seeing you in a future video, or of course, if you want to have a look around, a past video. And it just remains for me to say that I've been the Triple TC, that's the Time Travelling Toy Collector. You've been a fantastic companion on my little walk around this, which has been the Eagle Moss Hero Collector Batman Automobilia Mothman Mobile as it appeared in Batman issue 63. I just can't wait to see you very soon. And just remember that things of beauty, they really are toys forever. Take care. Bye-bye for now.